In today's world, it's more important than ever to get along with others well. We're diving into a book about people and how we behave called Captivate, the Science of Succeeding with People. It's written by Vanessa Van Edwards, who knows a lot about people and why they do what they do. Captivate gives us many tips on how to be good at socializing. It tells us why getting along with people is so important in our friendships and in our jobs. We can be successful if we know how to connect with people and make a good first impression. Whether we're just chatting or trying to make a deal, getting along with others is really important. Captivate helps us understand people better and shows us how to do well in social situations. Come along as we learn more about how to succeed with people. Being good at socializing is a mix of understanding people and understanding facts. It's like a dance where every move, every action, every word has its own pace, and all of it comes together to make talking to people enjoyable. This is the main point of Vanessa Van Edwards' book, Captivate, the Science of Succeeding with People. Knowing how to socialize means understanding how people act, how to talk to others, and how to listen and respond to what they say. It's about knowing when to take charge, when to let others lead, when to talk, and when to listen. It's about changing the way you talk based on the situation, noticing small body language signs, and understanding rules that aren't directly said. On the other hand, the facts behind socializing look at why we act the way we do when we talk to others. It's about understanding the mental, brain, and social factors that affect how we talk to each other. It's about noticing patterns, spotting trends, and using facts to decide how to act. Vanessa Van Edwards skillfully combines these two ideas to create a helpful guide to being good at socializing. She highlights that being popular isn't just about being charming, but about understanding people deeply. It's about noticing their needs, what drives them, their worries, and their wishes. With this knowledge, we can change how we talk to others to make them feel noticed, listened to, and understood. We manage the complicated parts of how people behave, and we can use our understanding to make strong, meaningful friendships. It's like knowing how to dance confidently, knowing the steps, the pace, and the flow. You know when to lead, when to let others lead, when to step in, and when to step back. You understand the little things about the dance, the changes in pace, and the beauty of the movement. And just like a dance, we can learn how to socialize, practice it, and become very good at it. With the right tools, the right advice, and the right way of thinking, anyone can become very good at socializing. Knowing how to socialize helps us to handle any social situation confidently. A dance, it's facts, it's an art, and it's worth being good at. Even when you're silent, your body is talking. This is a big idea that Vanessa Van Edwards shares in her book, Captivate, the Science of Succeeding with People. The idea of nonverbal communication or body language is often overlooked, but it's really important in how we interact with others. Think about walking into a room. Even before you speak, your body language, facial expressions, and how you carry yourself starts to tell a story. This silent message is something others pick up on, and it influences how they see you. This is the power of body language. Let's look at this a bit more. For example, if you slouch, it might look like you're not confident. But if you stand tall, it shows you're confident. Crossed arms might look like you're defensive, while open hands can show you're open and trustworthy. Facial expressions like smiles or frowns also tell a lot about how we feel. And don't forget about eye contact. It can show many different emotions. So, how do we use this power? Start by paying attention to your own body language and how others use it. You could practice in front of a mirror, record yourself, or ask others for feedback. Remember, you can get better at body language with practice. Also, think about the situation you're in. The same gesture can mean different things in different settings. For example, a thumbs up at a football game is not the same as one in a serious business meeting. Lastly, make sure your words, your body language. If they don't, it can be confusing and people might not trust you. If they do match, it makes you seem more believable and leaves a good impression. With practice, you can use body language to your benefit. Being friends with someone means really getting to know them. This is a big idea from Vanessa Van Edwards' book Captivate. But how do we become friends? And more importantly, how do we do it honestly? Making honest friendship starts with understanding the person you're talking to. It's about looking at things from their point of view. This is where empathy comes in. Empathy is not just about feeling what someone else is feeling, but also getting their thoughts, knowing what drives them and their worries. It's about valuing their unique way of seeing things. When we talk to others with empathy, we make it easy for the other person to open up and share. This leads to better friendships that are a lot more meaningful than just small talk. Empathy is good, but it's only part of it. The other part is really listening. Really listening is not just about hearing the words that are being said, but also noticing what's not being said. It's about picking up on the small changes in their voice, their facial expressions, and their body language. It's about being truly in the moment of the conversation and showing real interest in what the other person is saying. When you really listen, you're telling the other person that you care about their thoughts and feelings. This makes a strong bond of trust and respect, the most important part of any strong friendship. But remember, making a connection isn't a one-off thing. It's an ongoing process that takes time, hard work, and patience. It's about being there consistently, being real, and always trying to understand and value the other person's point of view. In the world of friendship and socializing, it's not about how many people you know, but how well you know them. It's not about shallow friendships, but deep, important relationships. When we work on being friends and making a connection, we build the base for important relationships. So let's go out there and start making friends. Charisma isn't just about being charming. It's also about making a strong impact. Now let's dive into understanding charisma, a fascinating idea that Vanessa Van Edwards talks about in her eye-opening book, Captivate. Charisma, often thought of as a special quality that attracts people, is actually a mix of different things. It's about being true to yourself, knowing how to handle emotions, and being able to connect with people. Charisma isn't something only certain people are born with. It's a skill that can be improved like any other. To get better at charisma, we first need to get what it's made of. The first part is presence. Being fully there in talks shows you respect and are interested in the other person. It makes them feel important, and who wouldn't like someone who makes them feel special? The second part is power, but it's not about being bossy, it's about influence. It's about showing you're capable, confident, and can make things happen. Remember, power doesn't just come from a job title, it can also come from knowing things, having skills, or even the bravery to step out of your comfort zone. The third part is warmth. This is being able to make people feel relaxed and comfortable around you. It's about really caring for others, which helps build trust and friendships. Now, how do you become charismatic? Start by getting better at listening. Pay attention to what people are saying, show you understand their feelings, and react in the right way. Boost your confidence by learning more and getting better at what you do. And lastly, show real interest in others, be nice, and build emotional bonds. Being charismatic doesn't mean you have to be the star of the show. It's about being a person who makes a good and lasting impact on others. It's about making people feel important, listened to, and respected. So remember, charisma isn't a hard-to-get quality. It's a skill that can be grown, and by doing so, you can improve your social skills and make meaningful friendships. Charisma is a skill that can be learned and sharpened, opening doors to new chances. Every time we talk with others, it can be tricky. Even if you're used to dealing with people, it can still be tough at times. But don't worry. Vanessa Van Edwards' book Captivate gives us good answers for these social problems. One problem is the scary, awkward silence. It can change a conversation. But here's the secret. You can use these quiet moments to help you. Instead of trying to talk right away, just wait. A pause lets the other person think and reply, which helps you both understand each other better. Another problem is dealing with mean comments. Can hurt, but it happens to everyone. The trick is to think before you reply. Take a minute, listen to what's being said, then answer calmly. This way, you show you're grown up, and you can turn a bad moment into a chance to learn and get better. Now, let's talk about hard talks, the ones we don't want to have. Whether it's giving feedback or sorting out a fight, these talks can be hard. But remember, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Using I statements can help you share your side without blaming or being mean to the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," try, "I feel like you don't listen when I speak." This way, you both understand better and don't get defensive. Lastly, dealing with fights will happen when people are together. However, fights can be sorted out in a good way with the right steps. Listening properly, showing care, and finding a common point can turn a big fight into a good talk. It's not about who's right or wrong, but about understanding and respect. These are just a few of the social problems we deal with every day. But with the tips from Captivate and some practice, these problems become less scary. They change into chances to learn, get better, and improve our people skills. With the right tools, you can deal with social problems easily and confidently. The ideas in the book Captivate are not just thoughts, they are real and can be used. Take for example Amelia's story. She was a quiet person who found it hard to speak in public. But when she read Captivate and started to understand how body language works, she began to feel more at ease talking in front of others. She even started to enjoy it. Now, let's talk about Raj. He was a boss who had a hard time getting along with his workers. But after reading Captivate and learning about building good relationships and listening well, his relationship with his team became a lot better. Now his team well together and gets a lot more done. These are just two ways that Captivate can change lives. Do you have a story? We want to hear it. Please share it in the comments. Captivate works best when you use its ideas. The more you use them, the more your life can change for the better. Understanding social dynamics is a process, not an end goal. In our look at Vanessa Van Edwards' book Captivate, we've seen how knowing the science of social interaction can change our daily and work lives. We've learned about socializing, how our body language matters, how to connect with others, be more likable, and how to deal with social difficulties. Each part of the book gave us important lessons for getting along with people. The best thing about this book is that its advice is practical, not just theory. It gives us real steps to follow in our daily lives. Keep in mind, steps can cause big changes. If you liked this video and want to keep learning about social skills, make sure to click the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Together, we can get better at socializing and flourish in any social setting.